Good evening, everybody. I'm honored to be here before you to talk about the evolution of motion and communication design. But before I begin, you're probably asking, well, what is communication design and what is motion? Well, communication design is the ecosystem that leverages all creative disciplines that's necessary to help connect a product into the user. The type of discipline I'm talking about that's going to be able to achieve the success consists of graphic design, illustration, film, photography, interaction, and motion. Motion has the ability to channel all these creativities and leverage into one cohesive delivery of narrative storytelling. Some of the aspects in motion that you probably see and witness every day, but maybe you're not even aware of, consists of commercials that you may witness in Super Bowl, to title designs that get into your favorite episodic to a favorite film, and also the digital product space that we live in today, with your interactive engagement with your mobile devices and your tablets. But while I was, through my discovery in motion, I also realized that there was some commonality between the discipline that I found passion and love for, and for what I have adopted as my philosophy to be a designer. And that is a philosophy of adapt or die. Adapt or die is something that I adopted from the learning aspect of creative development while I was here at Cal Poly, all the way into what I do today as a professional and as an educator. It is a belief that anything is possible. It is a belief that your core, your foundation in your creative education, your foundation as a designer, could help you proliferate into anything that's possible. I was very, very fortunate at a time when I was studying design some 25 years ago here. It was a very, very different time compared to now. Things were very, very analog, meaning that this is pre-desktop and pre-internet. And so that means that my creative approach has to be very, very traditional. That means the graphic designer had to learn how to draw, had to learn how to paint, had to learn how to take photography using film, because the digital film process was not even available at that time. But I also witnessed a crossroad while I was in education here. The digital fields coming in with the advent of internet as well as desktop revolution. I just witnessed my first experience of the adapt or die philosophy. I really had to change quickly as a student here and learn how to grow into a different medium using different tool sets and how to blend it. And it was a very, very challenging time for me, but I also would not trade for anything in the world for what I went through. Within this crossroad, I also discovered something else that I found in love with, and it's motion design. At the time, this medium was really undefined. It means that not even at Cal Poly, any school for that matter, there's really no linear approach in defining that goal. And I was very, very fearful about that prospect because I was graduating soon. And I wasn't sure what to do. And then one day, out of the blue, in a library, I discovered about Saul Bass. Saul Bass in the graphic design community is very, very well known to be one of the most prolific graphic designers of the 20th century. But aside from that, his aesthetics as a designer, what I really gravitated toward him was his undeniable passion in film and in motion. It's arguable to say that Saul Bass is also the father figure of motion as we are today. He was at a time even more of an analog state than I was. And there was no path of blending between graphic design and film. But yet he was able to achieve that and create some of the most memorable title sequences you've ever seen. Lead-ins from Psycho, from North by Northwest, The Man with the Golden Arm, and the original Ocean's 11. All these things really motivated me to the challenges that I was about to face. And I was willing to take on that because I was witnessing another individual that also adapted the adapt or die philosophy. Through the years as a professional in the motion design field, as a designer, as an animator, as a creative director, entrepreneur, and as an educator, I witnessed much change. Motion as a medium matured in a state that I could not even imagine. And I was very fortunate that I was part of that process. The ability that motion is able to adapt itself and change throughout the context of time is really amazing in such a short span. And as an educator, I was even have the ability to take a step back and take a look at what is going on with this medium and how it's going to adjust for the future and how am I going to prepare my students for that new world. There's a new space out there that the motion is in right now, and that is the digital product space. This space is very, very unique. It's very personable. It is something that you and I are engaged in right now. That is the mobile platform, the tablet, and the virtual reality space and augmented reality space. Now, you probably wonder, well, how is motion infiltrating and help define this space? Motion is now taking on a new language, new form, and help proliferate the product's vision, product story, and user delight by getting into engaging the space of user interface and user experience. You need a motion designer to have the ability to not just design the platform, but you need the motion designer to also have the ability to execute and choreograph those movements. Just think about when you engage in your digital product, how those apps are so precise in reacting to you. It's not an accident that those things happen. They require a motion designer to proliferate that solve. Passion is something that we all have, but passion is something that's even better if you can define that into your career. If you have passion, it numbs all the pain and suffering in whatever challenges is ahead of you. And I truly believe in that, and I feel very fortunate that I've made a discovery, not as just a professional, but also as an educator. The other aspect is fearless. You need to be fearless because you need to have that belief in that you're willing to suffer failures in order to succeed. That is the only way we can strive progress. That's the only way to strive innovation. There is a reason why this country, unlike any others around the world, has that ability, and that's why we are still the innovative nation of the world. Thank you.